Greetings, pro wrestling fans. We are here at the Bracebridge Brawl at the Bracebridge Memorial Arena for Canadian Pro Wrestling. Canadian Pro Wrestling making its debut here, being presented by Cogeco TV. I will be your host this evening for this program of Bracebridge Brawl, and I am Buck Gunderson. And here we are. To start things off, we have Bolen. Bolen, a very tough competitor here in Canadian Pro Wrestling. This man has had wars with Highlander Robbie McAllister, where he has gone to the extent of even hitting the man, running the man over with a car not too long ago in a wild, all-out, crazy brawl. And tonight, who knows what he has in store for his opponent this evening. Here is a man, Bolen, who doesn't care what the fans think of him. As you can see. And his opponent, let's see what he thinks of what the fans have to think of him. Because this is it is all about. We've got a great crowd here tonight in Bracebridge. We've got old school Eddington James, our senior referee. And we've got the music introducing Bolen's opponent. Some more cheerful music than what we're used to with Bolen himself. Who's coming out here ringside now? Whoa! Why, that is Supremo Fantastico. Unlike Bolen, this man all about the audience. He's here to entertain the people. All the way from Italy, Supremo Fantastico is going to give these people in the audience a great time, a great show. But he'll have to do it at the risk of stepping in there with Bolen. I'm not sure if I'm very jealous of him, although he seems to be very happy. And these people are happy to see him as well. Very eager to get the match started, Supremo rings the bell himself. But don't be too eager there, Supremo, because the senior official is the only one who can start the match, the only one who can ring that bell officially. On the middle rope, these fans love Supremo Fantastico. And one more dance. Whoa! A little La Parka dance, you might want to call that one. Referencing the chairman of WCW.
Is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 266 pounds, Bolen.
The audience not impressed with Bolen here in Bracebridge.
And his opponents from Mexico City, Mexico.
Oh, from Mexico, I stand corrected. Supremo. Happy to be here, happy to be with the audience, happy to be in the ring with Eddington James, and he would like the microphone. He's not only supreme, he is fantastic, in Spanish, no less. And he wants to make sure that people know it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand corrected. Supremo Fantastico.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Supremo Fantastico. With one more dance step before the bell rings, and it is now official. Our first match has begun at the Bracebridge Brawl here this evening. Supremo wanting to get the audience involved in this one. I don't think Bolen seems to care. In fact, it's aggravating him that Supremo did so. But Supremo feeding right off that audience, but will it? No, it won't be enough to get the power advantage as Bolen backs him into the corner. Whoa, a big hammer blow misses, and Bolen hits that top turnbuckle. That couldn't have felt too nice. Supremo still moving, still raring to go, letting Bolen know he's here to wrestle him. And he's not afraid of that power advantage that Bolen seems to have. Supremo does have that quickness, that speed advantage, but he's backed into the corner by the powerful Bolen. One more hammer blow misses, and he answers back with a big chop to the chest, follows it up with a European uppercut, and a downward strike, a downward chop to the chest of Bolen. Supremo with the advantage in this one. A whip reverse, Supremo up and over. Bolen hits that turnbuckle once more. A drop toe hold brings him down, and he walks right over his opponent's back, showing disrespect for Bolen. Bolen is not going to be happy with that. Oh, and following it up with the dance step. You can see it in Bolen's eyes. Ouch! One more time, he meets the turnbuckle, but this time he's stuck in the center of the ring with an arm lock by Supremo Fantastico. Supremo not ending it there, continuing with the dance steps and dropping a double knee drop onto the left arm of Bolen. Bolen not having a good time in the opening of this match and continuing to work on that left arm. Supremo and Fantastico twists it, dragon twist twice, 3 times, and locks it into place. But the forearm might spell the end of that as he backs him into the ropes, into the opposite ropes, but Supremo holds on, vaulting his opponent out of the ring. No, he's still on his feet. A block, oh, and a poke right to the eyes. Supremo with tactics I haven't usually seen from him. Maybe he thinks Bolen deserves this sort of treatment after the way he treated the crowd. The crowd solidly behind Supremo Fantastico as Bolen tries to gain his bearings on the outside of the ring. Supremo, high flyer, doesn't really want Eddington to count, but that's the referee's job. Bolen, oh, arguing with the crowd, and it cost him. Oh, or it didn't cost him. He caught Supremo on that one. The power advantage coming through, but no. Face first into the steel. He got what he was trying to line up Supremo with himself. Supremo taking a bit of time to interact with some fans at ringside, gaining a nice hat. Maybe this will help him get the advantage even more here on Bolen. Mixing it up with a backwards cap. Supremo now with the style advantage as well in this match, adding a hat to his mask. But he mounts the second rope to deliver more punishment to the forehead of Bolen, which has also met those turnbuckles a number of times, and most recently, the steel pole on the outside. The audience counting along here. No, but that's the end. Oh, I think, oh, if you look at that, Supremo caught his throat on the top rope there. He's got to be having trouble breathing after that one. The games are over, and Bolen further aggravating the injury to that throat, to that breathing capacity of Supremo. Supremo still trying to get the audience on his side, but I'm not sure how much help that will give him, considering that he can't really breathe. What he needs to do is concentrate on breathing. Eddington James needs to make sure that Supremo can continue, and Bolen smartly going for the cover, but it only gets him a 2 count. A 2 count. Bolen bring him into the corner, a series of strikes. Bolen showing that power advantage. Oh, and further working on the man's throat. He's choking him out not only with his boot, but with the bottom rope. Supremo has got to be gasping for air, especially under that mask. This can't be easy for him. The referee's got to use that count. Bolen has until 5 to let go of that hold. If Old School gets the 5 on that count, he will ring the bell and he will disqualify Bolen. But Bolen very smartly paying attention to the count and letting go at 4. In the ropes once more. Oh my. Eddington needs to make sure that Supremo can continue. I know that Supremo has the heart of a fighter. He's here to entertain that crowd, and he's not going to give up without a fight. He's not gonna let this throat take him out of this match. As soon as he gets his breath back, if he can get his breath back, he will be back in this fight. But right now, Bolen showing the disrespect right back at Supremo. Bolen not usually one to scale the ropes here, actually doing so, and comes off with a forearm smash to the back of the head of Supremo Fantastico. Supremo not looking so supreme or fantastic right now as he's stuck in the center of the ring, but he's brought to his feet by Bolen, who looks like he's setting him up for a suplex. He's gonna have a hard time bringing him up. This man can't even stand, but he doesn't have to. He brings him down, and a small package by Supremo, followed up by a second pin attempt, a sunset flip, but each one only for 2. Supremo, oh, right when he had a little bit of fire back, it seemed like he got his breath back, a clothesline on the throat sends him back to the mat. Bolen setting a methodical pace in this match. He should have gone for the pinfall more quickly after that big clothesline. He might have had him. But Bolen doesn't mind keeping this methodical pace, jaw-jacking back with the audience, aggravating them. As much as Supremo's throat must be aggravated. No! But he took too much time on the middle rope there. Supremo showing that he is a master of scaling the ropes, the master of high flying, and maybe we'll get to see a little bit of that as opposed to Bolen's failed attempt. And one more time, a failed attempt as Bolen runs into the boot of Supremo. Supremo slips out between the middle and top rope, and now he's got Bolen by the head in a headlock, telling the audience that Bolen's domination of this match is over, asking them if they want to see him smash the turnbuckle once more. Again, as early on in the match, Bolen is becoming familiar with these turnbuckles, and it looks like he wants to go all the way around. One turnbuckle, the second turnbuckle, two more left. Is he going to hit them all? The audience wants to see number 3, letting Supremo know that they want Bolen to go all the way around. Number 3. Bolen's head, as you can see, he's very woozy, very dizzy. Will he be able to stand after taking this 4th turnbuckle? We'll find out. This audience wants to know as much as I do, as much as Supremo wants to know. The referee being generous with the count here. And Bolen down to his knees. Supremo letting everyone know that he's going to be flying high. And he scales to the middle. But he's letting them know he wants to go all the way up, and they want to see it. He is perched, he flies off, and he lands that crossbody block that Bolen caught him on earlier. Bolen weakened after those turnbuckle strikes. And oh, face first as Supremo slides out of the ring. Supremo catches him with a shoulder block from the apron, flips right over, continues on the roll, ducks the line, and a flying head scissors into the middle rope. Bolen feeling the wrath of the middle rope now on his throat. And it's not over as, the big kick is caught by Bolen, the power advantage coming into play. Was he playing possum? It could be, but now he's got him over the shoulders, gut first, going for the snake eyes. But Bolen got set face first. 1, 2, 3. Supremo wins. Supremo with the pinfall out of nowhere. I can't hear myself talk over the audience in this one. The audience is ecstatic to see Supremo win. Bolen can't believe it. I think it was surprise more than anything else that allowed Supremo the advantage on this one. I don't think Bolen knew he was going to get caught with a pin attempt out of there. Supremo, the high flyer, taking it to the mat in an interesting opening contest that everyone in attendance is happy with. Well, except for Bolen, that is. Some fans in particular over there with Supremo, Eddington James making it official with the arm raised. Bolen doesn't seem to want to leave. He is definitely unsatisfied with the outcome of this one. Yeah, we know, Bolen. Hard to believe you were unhappier now than when you got here, but there you have it. The audience in unison letting Bolen know exactly what they think of him. I will not repeat it for the sake of our television rating.